pre-racing once again in 2025. Gigi Delinia racing in Motogp here in Thailand. It's an Agura in the podium places on lap 1.
What a start for him, and again, I don't think it was necessarily off the line. I think it was all into
the circuit. The two factory KTM surged through.
Motogp Thailand had a terrible start yesterday. Much better this time around. He's in 8th place. It's just the first lap he would have wanted so far. Another world champion further back who's had a terrible first lap is Fabio Quartararo.
Italian on the Spaniard. Marquez versus Marquez. The two brothers, the only riders on that lap 1. They were in the 133. Keep looking very rapid at the start of this Grand Prix. Coming from a long, long way back there is Ralph Hernandez. This has been a poor...
As they fan out on the way to turn 12, and Miller now having another go at Ralph Hernandez. So Miller...
Costa just checking up there on the brakes was Ralph Hernandez on the track house at Aprilia. You're going to have major spikes in front tyre temperature, which is going to make it really hot to handle over the last 23 laps or so.
Now here you go at Agura, but the rookie is in no mood to be pushed around here.
Yeah, Frankie Morbidelli was one of the most complimentary. Let's just have a check. It's just getting a little bit hot, isn't it? Just trying to, he was wide, yeah.
It just drops under a second as you can follow it live on the left-hand side of your screen and right on board with both of them.
Not sufficiently damaged to rule him out of this Thai Grand Prix as the lead group sweep down to the
4th position, and we'll keep an eye on the sector times to see if he's making any indent on Pecco Bagnaia up ahead of him. Bagnaia already looking
into the first gear, turn 12. Having established now what's going to be probably around a 1.3.
Just looking way more experienced than his actual tender years and tender days as a MotoGP rider is Agura.
In second throughout practice, throughout qualifying, throughout the sprint, and history repeating itself once again here.
Modulate his pace against what his brother is doing further back. Alex closed in on the last lap.
A shifting issue. We're going to have to, well, we know back in our production office, we're going to be hunting down the replays.
Out.
Well, what on earth happened then on that lap 7 for Marc Marquez on the exit?
Marquez choose to strike back again against his younger brother Alex, or will he just decide to sit there for a little bit? We know that Marc...
Heated battle now. We're looking from the 93 up to 73 as they flick it right over Marc Marquez. On board with Marquez, building up to around 340 kilometers an hour. Through he goes.
Suddenly into the conversation, but Pecco Bagnaia will feel like his Christmas might have come early here. Bagnaia once again.
At the moment, there's only one person on planet Earth who knows precisely what is going on. We're riding on board with him right now.
Well, I'll tell you what, if I'm
because we've got a race, we've got an entertaining battle now because it looked like halfway around that lap.
Now the bike is looking well. He just sat up and let him through. We saw Assen last year, he did something similar. Did you? Could it be front tyre pressure?
Expecting him to be an empty tarmac at the front of the race.
Yeah, as we mentioned, he obviously saw some kind of warning light coming on. Cares, decided to sit up on the exit of turn 3. We're on lap 12 now, and he has not as yet even bothered to around about 5th gear they are, and hard on the brakes into the first corner where Pedro Acosta fast down 13 laps, tucked on the rear tyre. Bagnaia, he did what, 7 or 8 days of winter testing, and all the laps he did in
Marc, it would be his younger brother Alex, but Alex has yet to win a MotoGP race, and the later we get into this race, Alex's encouragement will...
3 remaining.
Yeah, the tyres are going to take a punishment, so too will the body. Physically, we're going into uncharted territory for these MotoGP.
Of that quintet is the utterly astonishing rookie Agura, who has had a memorable opening MotoGP 60. Motogp Thailand has just moved up into 8th place. He's through on Ralph Hernandez. Well, once again.